Welcome, I am Denise and this is at Tropical Seductions. I have been a plant collector for a few years now, and you will find on my channel anything surrounding tropical plants. I make videos about building terrariums, houseplant tour videos, your everyday plant care needs like soil mixture, fertilizers and humidifiers. But we also talk about plant nurseries, and today we are talking about Ecuagenera. So if you are a lover of tropical plants, then make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell and go and watch some of the previous videos. So I've been talking about Ecuagenera on my channel since I basically started it. You will find an unboxing video of some plant purchases, but you will also find a pop-up of the secret garage sale that Ecuagenera had last year in 2020 in the Los Angeles area. So at that time the plant community was completely different to what it is now, and I was actually there with two others and we were alone for a long time before anyone else showed up. So this year Ecuagenera also decided to do a pop-up, but not a secret one. They announced it in their stories and you were able to pre-order plants to pick them up, but they also announced that they will be having plants for sale that you cannot pre-order. Now the plant community, especially people who are into aroids and tropical plants, have tri-million tripled, and the community has exploded in the past year. So obviously this time there was hundreds of people. So I decided to go with my friend Hugo to pick up my pre-order and to hopefully find some of the hidden gems that Ecuagenera announced they will be bringing and having up for sale. So the pop-up was supposed to open at 10 a.m. but people already arrived hours prior, and because there were so many people, Ecuagenera decided to open up shop at 9 a.m. So everyone who thought they would be on time were actually late. So me and my friend Hugo arrived at 9:30, 30 minutes before the officially opening, but at that time people were already loading plants into their cars. Usually resellers are people who just go for the main purpose of reselling plants for a higher price. So mostly resellers were already there, but also obviously private collectors. And it was unfortunately not organized. I'm not sure if Ecuagenera weren't just aware of how many people would actually show up, which would surprise me because they would have seen just on the sheer number of pre-orders that there would be a lot of people showing up. So I have no idea of the exact number, but you will see in the footage it was crazy. The line was extremely long to pay. There wasn't really an organization going on. How it worked, you were able to just go into a small room, go dig through the boxes of plants. Most people grabbed a bunch, went outside, laid them on the floor, looked at what they want, threw the others back, and then went in the line to go ahead and purchase. Now, if you placed a pre-order, you were a little lucky because the pre-order line wasn't as long. I think it took me 5 to 10 minutes. 5 minutes in line and then another 5 minutes until they actually found my order. I did hear here and there their pre-orders late, some of them under the tables, and I guess people just grabbed the plants that they wanted, went to the line to buy. Ecuagenera came with the big boys. They brought the most amazing specimens, giant Anthurium veitchii, giant Philodendron patriciae, big regalas. They brought the big boys, but the prices reflected that. And if you have been joining the plant community in the past year, then you might not be surprised about the prices. But if you have been collecting aroids before that and you have known about Ecuagenera for a few years now, you would be surprised on how expensive the plants were. So I was able to pick up my pre-order, and you will see the footage that I did of the day when I actually unwrapped them from the paper and the plastic. And now we are a little bit over a week in, and I want to show you how are the plants doing right now that I purchased. And there has been people obviously the very next day uploading footage on the internet showing that the plants that I purchased a day before that were declining and dying, and they have spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars, so they were very, very unhappy people. I'm just going to show you how my plants are doing now a little bit over a week later. So the first Philodendron verrucosum, that is the one that was doing the worst in the beginning, but it is doing okay. So it lost a few leaves that I have removed, and these are not going to make it, but it doesn't matter. So the newest one is still doing good. We have no new root growth, but the new leaf, and guys, this is not a flower. The new leaf is looking good. It has not blackened or browned yet, so I still have hope. And it's looking good so far. So that is for the first verrucosum. This is the second verrucosum, and that is the normal verrucosum that does not have the hairy petioles. And this one was, I think, the one that looked the best. And it has lost a few leaves. It's gonna lose this one and this one, but it has new growth. Again, that is not a flower, guys. That is a new leaf coming out, and it has not browning and blackened yet, and I am happy. And this one, there is almost no water in it because I'm gonna change it, but this one is actually putting out a root. So the new leaf is coming out, it's unfurling, and it's working actively on the second one. That is so good. And we have some new roots coming. That was fast. I did add a drop of fertilizer to each and every one.
So this is one day after. So today is Sunday, and we have this verrucosum obviously is taking a huge turn for the worst. So even the newest leaf, which I thought might gonna survive, it's not doing anything. It is in water. It is in a medium light. I didn't want it to expose it to, the bright light that I have here on this side, because they did travel far and they were completely in the dark until I opened them here in my home. So they are getting some nice light, as you can see, but it's not bright direct light. It's not sunlight, but this one is not going to survive. We will see. Yeah, but the others are doing great so far. But usually if it's import plants, and even though I went and picked them up, they are import plants because they traveled from Ecuador to the United States to then be sold in the United States. So I cannot say anything if any of the plants are going to make it. It's gonna take at least 14 days to see. But this one, 24 hours later, already it's a goner. I might be able, if the stem survives, to see if I can make something grow from the stem, and it has new growth. But this could also turn black easily, very, very fast, very, very fast. So the only one that's looking like really, really fresh is the Anthurium, but Anthuriums, they do travel better than Philodendrons. And the Philodendron verrucosum is known to be one of the Philodendrons that have the most issues when traveling and being imported. So 2 out of 3 so far looking good, but there is no guarantee that the others will not take a beating in the next days. So I have like one of the verrucosums too, and then the regular verrucosum and the other verrucosum too. It's a goner. And here one more time, the variegated alocasia from Jay's greenhouse. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how many of those plants survived within the next 14 days. So make sure to check back in 2 to 4 weeks again. Check back earlier.
And the last one is the pendant one, and it is looking good. There's no new root growth. We are losing a lot of roots. I have changed out the water. I will have to do it again, but it's working on a new leaf and it's doing okay. So besides of losing the bottom leaves, on the Velcromes, all of them are still alive, and if I keep up the good work, I will make them all dry. They're gonna stay in water for at least another week, or until I see some more root growth, because right now all of the old roots are basically almost dead. So I'm really waiting for some healthy, white, juicy roots before I'm going to pot them in a soil medium. But they're doing good. I'm very happy with my purchase. Hope you have a rough idea on what to expect if you're going to show up to the next Ecuagenera pop-up, which is in Texas, and they did announce going to Canada and to other cities. So now you have a clear idea on what to expect. Be early, go with a friend. So make sure that you pre-order plants if they have the ones that you like, and not rely on going in and trying to find something in the boxes. They have amazing plants, but it will be hard if you're not the first one there with a group of people to actually get the plant that you are looking into. Bring water if you live somewhere where it's hot, because it's exhausting. And have fun. Like, mainly have fun. You're gonna meet a lot of people that you know from the internet, from Facebook, from Instagram. Socialite, make new friends, and just enjoy the overall experience. And make sure to acclimate the plants, put them in water, give them a drop of fertilizer. Don't put them in too bright light if you get them. Have them adjust slowly to the new environment that you are providing for them. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and make sure to watch the previous ones. You can find me on Instagram at Tropical Seductions, and make sure to check out my plant-related products.